are you guys ready for your headliner? Yes, hell yeah. All right. Well, he is from Africa, but he lives here in Phoenix. And he's been doing comedy for about 4 years, and he's opened at Celebrity Theater and a bunch of other places around town. And he's really excited to be here tonight. So put your hands together for Dr. Gabe Biel.
How you guys doing? Hey, put your hands together for all the comics you've seen tonight. Also, your host for tonight, Tina's doing a wonderful job. And Glendon McGee. Where's Glendon? And Reggie C, please. Also, for your man, Sidney Smith, huh? I told that guy I'm going to take you to Africa and just leave you there. Not just the city, I'm going to take you all the way to the village and just leave you there for 6 months. See who is the real gangster, you'll find out. They're talking about I'm a gangster. No, go to the jungle, you'll find out. Hey, listen, I really appreciate you guys coming out. This is a really important year for me, especially this month, April. I came to your country 20 years ago this month. This wonderful country, huh? So I live here longer than I live in Africa, which means I'm 100% American now. So I can't make fun of you guys anymore. And I don't really need a reason to be an asshole anymore. Because that's what we do. As we're American, we fuck shit up. We go around the world, blow everything up. I decided that I'm going to get a tattoo that glows in the dark. That way my girlfriend can find me at night. See, my American friends ask me, Gabe, can you get a tattoo? Look, yeah, I can get a tattoo. But you wouldn't be able to see it. Yeah. The point to get a tattoo is that it's different from your skin color, right? And they're like, oh yeah, that's right. Look, so you're just being an asshole. But one thing that happened recently, that the reason I want to get a tattoo is because I was in the house with my girlfriend. We were doing stuff, and she's Caucasian. And you white women, you know how to turn people on. You know how to do it really well. You smell guys, you're just like, oh, it's nice. We're supposed to watch a movie, but then somehow it turns into getting it on. So we went to my room, and we turned the light off. So that hand disappeared. You can find me. I was laying on the bed, and my comforter is kind of dark, so you can see me, you know. And she was trying to find me, you know. When you get turned on, your dick get hard. She was trying to look for me, and I slapped her in the face with my dick. I'm like, whoa. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So I want to make sure I get a tattoo right there, so at night it would be glowing. Now, do you have Mexican people in here? Mexican people? No? Let's talk about them then. But no, I like Mexican people though. Mexican people are the only people that don't give me crap for being black. You know, people give me a hard time for being extra black, even my African American friends. You see, I think they're just jealous because my dick is bigger. This is not one of those light-skinned Barack Obama type kind of thing. This is not diluted penis. See what I mean? This is a real African mandingo, what I'm talking about. It's straight from the jungle, you know what I mean? You can't find this in Chicago, that's for sure. But everybody give me a hard time, man. Even my Asian friends. Asian friends are like, hey, Gabe, listen. Can you smile? You can't see you in the picture. Isn't that a bitch? How in the hell do you expect to see when your eyes are halfway closed? It's not my problem. Open your eyes, you may see black people or something. Yeah. now these days, now here in America, there's a lot of divorce. 50% marriage end up in divorce. It's difficult now to find a soulmate, someone that is going to be with you for the rest of your life. It's hard to do, see? But it's difficult for girls, especially. For guys, you see a girl, beautiful, you like her booty, you're like, yeah, that's a nice badonkadonk, yeah. And then the next step would be emotional status. For me, as a pharmacist, I'm like, hey, I need to see the list of medication you're taking. I want to see all the antipsychotic you're taking right now. You must have at least 2 emotional drugs. But for women, it's difficult because you see a guy, like, oh, that's a nice guy. You go out a couple of nights, you love that guy, you're taking care of you, that's a good job, right? You're happy, you're like, oh, that's a nice guy. But then when you have sex, you're like, ah, it's got a micro penis. It's got a small dick. I don't know what to do with him. So I have a solution for you women, for a way to find that out really easy. So I'm going to make a proposal to Barack Obama to make it a law in this country. All the male will be required to put how big your dick is on your driver's license. That'll be a lot easier, wouldn't it? And it will be color-coded also. If you have an average penis, it will be blue. You have a blue license. If it's bigger than the average, or bigger than average, right, you get a green. And if it's below average, you get a red license. Now, that's where all the Asians will fall. But they have a study, the new study now, that they go around the world. Here in America, the average penis size is like about 5.8 inches. And globally, it's 6 inches. See what I mean? I don't think they did the right thing for America. Because the U.S. is a big country. You can't just lump everybody together. The whole world is here. Everybody's here. There's too many Asians in California. I think they should do it state by state. See what I mean? And in the South, that's where all the black guys live. They would have a different measure over there. But no, I think they should do it state by state. Now, in globally, it's 6 inches. But if you go to South Korea, it's about 3.8 inches. That's the lowest, 3.8 inches. It's more like using a suppository. You can't feel anything. But then you go to Congo, it's like 9.3 or something. But they say that there's only 3% of the world population that has 9 inches or bigger. Only 3%. That's a minority, a small group of people. So I'm reading this, I'm looking at it like, my God, it doesn't really matter what I do, I'm still a minority. Yeah, so I came to America for school. They sent me over here and said, Gabe, go to school in America, and then you come back, because I'm in medicine. So they go to America, learn something, and then come back and help people out. So I came here after school. They called me, Gabe, it's time for you to come back. I'm like, fuck no. Find somebody else. I'm not going back. They have orange chicken in America. Something you can't find in the village. Like, fuck that. But I got really excited. I was like, this is going to be great. America is the greatest country in the world. I'm going to finish school, get a good job, find me a good American girl. I'm going to be the happiest man in the world. Because I didn't want to get married to African women either. I don't want to have to pay dowry. Dowry, you guys know what dowry is. You pay money to a girl's family. So now why do I have to pay you money for raising your own daughter? That's your goddamn job. Now you pay me money instead. American women are free. Until you get a divorce, that's when you're like, fuck this shit. I'm going back to Africa, goddammit. And you have this thing called alimony. What the fuck is that all about? Alimony, that's crap. That's why a lot of white women are missing today. Because the alimony. Seriously, man, a lot of white women are being killed and nobody's talking about it. But it's because white guys, you guys know how to kill people without being traced. They'll find out like 10 years later that you killed somebody. All these years you've been running around helping people find the missing person, but you kill it. But I finished school, I met a white girl because I want everything to be new. I want a new country, new culture, everything new. So I met a white girl. We moved in together for about a year. Then after that, I realized now I know why you white guys kill your wives. Well, you get pain in the ass, man. Damn. I like that. I love it. You guys smell good. And I always tell myself, I'm never going to date a white girl anymore. But then I see another one like, oh, she's so beautiful. Maybe this is different. But you kill people slowly, emotionally. See what I mean? You hit them inside. They don't die now. You die like 10 years later. I'm not saying black women are any better, but at least black women will tell you how they're going to kill you. That's true, right? They don't fuck around. Black women will let you know, I'm going to cut your dick off with this knife if you don't stop fucking with me. And they will do it. They're not joking, see? And then the people talk about black guys, we run away from our kids. We don't take responsibilities. That's not true. We run away for our lives. There's no reason to kill everybody. Just my advice to you, my white friends, just run away. Don't kill people. There's a new study just came out recently that here in America today, it costs about $250,000 to raise a child from when they're born until they turn 18. Meanwhile, in Africa, it's 73 cents a day. And if you take 73 cents a day, you multiply that by $365 days a year, you get about $266. I know this is math, and Americans not really good at math. But you take that by 17 years, you get about 4,500. So my advice to you guys, send your kids to Africa. It's a win-win situation, see what I mean? When they come back, they'll run faster than everybody. And you save lots of money. So you win either way. Shit. When I came to America, I straight from Africa to Des Moines, Iowa. So you can tell there's a big culture shock right there. But I didn't care. I'm like, I'm going to make this work. I got out of the airplane, I saw so many white people. Because I didn't know there were black people in America before I came to this country. I thought I was going to be the first black person in America. I'm like, where are the black people? And so, my first experience with black Americans was at a laundromat. I used to live in a really ghetto area where all the poor people live, poor white people, refugees, everybody. So I went to a laundromat to do my laundry, There was one black lady there. She was a big lady. She filled up all the dryers, and then she left. So I finished from the washing machines, and I was ready to put my stuff in the dryer, but she was gone. So I'm like, okay, what the hell am I going to do? So I started taking her stuff out of the dryer. And as I was doing that, she showed up. While I was doing that, I was holding up her underwear. It's like a big underwear. I'm trying to figure out, is this an underwear or is this like a sleeping bag? So she saw that, she got really mad. She's really, really pissed off. She started yelling at me. And back then, I didn't know English that well. I knew just a few words, so I didn't know English. So she was yelling at me and mad. I'm just looking at her. And then she's probably saying, this retarded African kid just sitting there. But then at the end, she said, I'm going to whoop the black of your ass. So I got two things out of that, black and ass. So, okay, black, she's probably talking about my skin color, that's okay. That's not the first time. And then ass, see? Now, in Africa, when we learn English, we learn British English. And in England, they call donkey and ass. So I put the two things together, black and ass. I'm like, that bitch just called me a black donkey. What the hell's going on here, man? That's bullshit. What did I do? But it's good, though. It's good. I have all sorts of friends, I have a lot of white friends. And when you go drinking with white guys, you white people, you drink like there's no tomorrow. You drink like this is the end of the world. I went to Las Vegas with my white friends. I ended up on a wheelchair. I have no idea how I got on the wheelchair. I woke up the next morning. I couldn't figure out if it was Saturday or Sunday. I have no idea what happened. But we said really racist thing to each other, you know, especially my white friends. But the thing with white people, you guys do it like in a tricky way. You make fun of people, you don't realize they're making fun of you. You find out like 2 hours later, they're making fun of you. Like, that motherfucker just made fun of me, god damn. Because my white friends would tell me, hey Gabe, listen, we're going to go to the pool, get some sun, get a little bit of tan. You want to come? Now, fuck you, man. Do I look like I need a tan? Fuck that. But being extra black, you see, it comes with benefits. People don't get this. White people are not afraid of me. When they see me, they're like, oh, look at him. He must be from one of those black people countries. They think I'm not a black guy. I'm not a real black guy. They're like, Gandhi, let's go talk to him. Maybe he's hungry. I get away with a lot of stuff. Even when I get pulled over by cops, they get confused. They look at me like, oh my God. How in the hell did you get to be that black? Like, just keep going. You're too black to be a criminal. Just keep going. They forget the reason they pulled me over. Like, just go. Sometimes I pretend I don't know English. Like, why do you have a driver's license? How do you get the driver's license? I don't know. I get away with things, man. This is wonderful. What else I want to share with you? My personal life, there's not much there. You know, I left refugee camp, I came to America, that's it. Then I went to school, then I became a pharmacist. When I became a pharmacist, that's when I realized you Americans, you complain about little shit. You guys complain about little stupid stuff. I had a lady that wanted to sue me because I didn't pronounce the name right. I was back in Iowa. I was working for CVS at the time. And when you work in a pharmacy, as a pharmacist, the prescription goes through a process. And then at the end, the pharmacist will look at it. If everything's fine, then they will call your name through intercom. So then you know the prescription's ready. So I did that. I pronounced the name wrong. And she was an Asian lady, too. She was pretty pissed off. She got issues. You know, Asian people are known for being polite, being nice, but that bitch came from hell. She was pissed off at me. She was like, you stupid African, you didn't come here to insult people, I'm going to sue you. So I got pissed off. Listen, the medication will work the way it's supposed to work. It's not going to start working because I didn't pronounce the name right. So get the fuck out of my pharmacy. Just keep... So I lose it right there. This is the thing. The thing is, you guys have this beautiful thing called customers are always right. In Africa, customers don't know shit. So I lose it. I forget that I'm in America. Because people yell at me, I don't take it. I'm like, fuck that. I'm trying to help your ass out. So that Asian lady, you know, she kept yelling at me. I'm like, listen, don't you ever come back to my pharmacy again. If I ever see you in here again, I'm going to blindfold you with a dental floss, okay? Just get your ass out of my pharmacy. So I quit my job, moved on to Arizona. I got a job that I work in a cubicle where I just do my work, so I didn't have to talk to anybody, right? But then recently they flipped the script on me. Now, Gabe, you have to talk to people on the phone. Now, not just regular people now, to talk to old people. And old people, they don't hear very well, number one. Number two, I have an accent. They don't understand one fucking thing I'm saying. They get mad at me, you know. Yell at me on the phone, you stupid, you fucking foreigner. Now I'm not going to get my diabetic supplies. I'm sitting there like I'm about to lose it. I'm like, listen, lady, I'm sitting here trying to help you with your diabetic supplies. Now you're being a fucking huge bitch. Okay, you know what? Fine. Don't take your insulin, okay? Just fucking die. Just go fucking die, okay? You fucking old people, man. You don't need old people anyway. Just fucking live. Send them to Uganda. There's nothing in Uganda. Uganda is like one of those stupid countries in Africa. If you want to go to Africa, don't go to Uganda. There's a bunch of short black people there. I think when people left Africa, they forget human beings are leaving. A bunch of ugly Africans, they stay in Uganda. But coming from Africa, there's some things you don't see in Africa that you see here in America. For example, fat people. I've never seen a fat person until I came here. I'm not just talking about, a regular fat. I'm talking about what you guys call muffin top. That use big lump. I never seen that until I came to the U.S. It was again, all my experiences are all in Iowa. So I saw everything in Iowa. So I was in Iowa. I was on my way to a grocery store, and this lady walked by. She was wearing, what do you guys call spandex, those tight pants, the yoga pants. But she got this big lump right here. And I'm looking at it. Every time she would take a step, you would see waves going around it. I've only been here for a week. I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, oh my God. That is the biggest vagina I've ever seen in my life. Like, what do these people eat, man? Damn. It looks so comfortable. See, it looks more like a pillow. My first year in America, I was looking for a woman with that big vagina. I was like, I'm going to see this up close. I want to see this up close. I want to see how it looks. I'm sitting there, I'm like, my God, America is the greatest country indeed, huh? One can use a vagina as a pillow. It's amazing. But, I'm sorry if I haven't offended anybody. But the thing is, there's a lot of stuff in America that you just never stop learning. There's so many things going on in this country today, On top of that, being from Africa and seeing things from my perspective as an African American. Now I'm African American. 2 days ago, I'm African. See, the thing is, I never always claimed to be an American until I get in trouble. When I'm traveling around the world, I always tell people I'm African. But when I get in trouble, like, nope, I'm American now. See my passport, man. I'm going to call Cousin Obama. We're going to blow shit up in here. Good time. You guys having fun? Having a good time? Back in college, here's the thing about you Americans. One thing I like about you guys, you have this confidence, this American confidence. You're like, I'm American, I know everything. But there's a difference between Americans and Chinese. Chinese know a lot more than you guys, but they lack confidence. They don't feel like they know enough. But Americans, you have this confidence, like, fuck this shit. I'm an American. But sometimes you don't realize you might be talking to somebody that knows a lot more than you do. See, for example, I was in Colorado back in 2003 doing my internship. And my friend is a white guy. He came up to me and said, Gabe, listen, this weekend we're going to go out, go hiking, go into the mountains. We're going to be there for all weekend. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And then he was like, listen, let me tell you how to behave in the woods. How to survive in the woods with wild animals. And I'm looking at this guy, I'm like thinking, talking to me like, dude, do you know where I'm from? I'm from Africa, goddammit. I home in the woods. Me and animals like this. You never see an African getting mauled by a tiger. It's always you Americans, especially white people. It's you always getting killed by animals, even in the zoo, in the goddamn zoo. How do you get killed in the zoo? I'm watching this stuff like, my God, these people are crazy. On my way today here, I was watching a video of this white lady. I think she's from France. They're speaking French on the video. She was surrounded by tigers somewhere in Africa, and she was like pushing them away. I'm like, there's something wrong with this woman. They couldn't kill you. These people are crazy. But I never heard of U.S. until 1994. Now, the reason was that the World Cup was here in America in 1994. So that's when I found out about USA, because I know about Brazil, I know about Japan, more because of soccer. But in 1994, I found out that there's something called USA. And you guys have this, when the games are here live, it's during the day in America. In Africa, it's nighttime. So we don't watch live games, but you watch the replays. That's when it's night here, in daytime in Africa. But then you have this tendency playing those adult commercials at night. We see them live during the day over there in Africa. Like the Girls Gone Wild commercials. I was in a hotel watching these games, and then Girls Gone Wild came on. I'm looking at like, what country is this? And people tell me the United States of America. I'm like, how come nobody told me this before? So in 1995, I left. I came to U.S. You know, when you go to another country, they ask you have to fill out that immigration form to tell why you're coming to the country and how long. And my form will say, I'm here for Girls Gone Wild. I'm looking for the wild party. I'll be here until the party's over. Fuck that. But it's wonderful though. It's nice. I like the fact that anything goes in America. You can do whatever you want. I'm a perfect example of that. When I came here 20 years ago, I didn't know English. I had to learn the goddamn language. It took forever to learn that English. And then within 12 years, I finished school. I got a really good job. So it's only a dream comes true here in America. So you put the work in together, you get what you want. I'm a perfect example. I'm living Gabe's dream. I don't call it an American dream. It just happened to be in America. It's my dream. It just happened here. But the thing is, being a pharmacist also, you Americans, you take advantage of that. Because people walk into a pharmacy, you can ask any medical questions. We'll give you advice. We'll give you a recommendation for free. We don't charge anything. But then sometimes you ask too many damn questions. Then you go over the line, see? I had a guy came up to me one time saying, I was talking to him about his medication called Flomax. Now, Flomax is a medication for bladder control. And he came up to me and said, I'm picking up my medication. And then I'm like, the medication's not here right now. It's not available. We have to order it. But then, like, okay, well, I'm here. I have a question for you. Like, okay, go ahead. I was like, well, when I sit down on the toilet, my balls touch water. Do you have any recommendation in terms of exercise that I can do to shrink up my balls so they don't touch water? I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this guy, I'm like laughing. I go back to my anatomy physiology, I'm like, dude, there's no muscles down there. If you have long balls, you're stuck with long balls forever. Maybe you can have like a ball sack or something. You can wear it on your neck. When you sit down, you put your balls on. Put your balls on it, and then you sit down to keep it up. But the thing, that's a beautiful, beautiful thing about working in the front line as a pharmacist, because you never know what's going to come up, who's going to show up. You know what I mean? But fun. Now, let's talk about Barack Obama. You guys love Barack Obama. When he was elected, everybody was all excited. The first black president ever, the first black president ever. I'm sitting there as an African, I'm like, you guys are crazy. You have a shitload of black presidents in Africa. Not one fucking thing gets done. It's going to be the same shit here. Give it a try. Whoop the fucking do. But I voted for him though. I voted for him twice just because Not because he's a black president, but I feel like he has connection to Africa. Maybe you can like kill those fucking dictators in Africa. I was like, it's the drone president. They call him the drone president. See, he's using the drone. Now that's what I call executive drive-by. If you give a black president access to a gun, to an airplane with nobody in it, and guns and explosives, he's going to use it. It's not a surprise. But he makes me nervous, though. Barack Obama makes me nervous. Have you noticed, whenever he's going places, he's always running? He's coming down the podium, he's running the podium, he's going over Air Force One steps, he's running these steps. I'm sitting there looking, oh my God, please don't fall, please don't fall. Just because your dad is from Kenya doesn't mean you have to run everywhere. You can take your time, man. It makes me nervous as an African. But he's a good guy. I think he did a good job, didn't you think? Right? He did some good things, but sometimes you work with white people, they change things around. But I feel like he actually reversed the economy. And back then, the economy was going down. The houses were really cheap. I'm like, I'm going to buy a house. But then Barack Obama came along, and he changed things. Now the economy is going up. Now the price is going up. Like, damn it, where's Bush? Now everything is getting more and more expensive, except gas. But I don't care about gas. I go to Africa and get my own oil. But you know, a lot of people feel like, you know, Bush got us into trouble. He messed up the economy. I don't think he did that. I don't think it was him. We voted for him twice. You put him in the office twice. Him and Dick Cheney. See? And every time you put a Bush and a Dick together, somebody's going to get fucked one way or another. It's just a universal, that's a rule. Nobody made that up. It's just the way things work. That's physics. But there is this phenomenon that I was going to tell you guys. Shit, I forgot the joke. But no, it's the fact that a lot of people in America today, they go around, you know, we're the best, we're the best. Now, they did a study called a Global Progressive Index. That is, they go around the world, figure out the quality of life, one country or another. Now, America came number 17. So for those of you who are talking about we're number one, no, you're not number one. But then, you go to Africa, you realize number 17 is not bad at all. Because a lot of time I'm like, I hate America, man, this sucks. I'm always depressed. I want to go back home. So I just landed in Africa looking like, oh, damn, I want to go back to America. This is bullshit. But this country has so many opportunities that people don't really take advantage of. And right now there's a lot of racial tension going on. Black people being killed, you know, all this stuff. But I'm looking at it, man, you guys don't mess up this country. Because now I'm going to have to go back to Africa. I don't want to do that. Let's fuck it up, everything together. Let's talk about the people that cause all sort of issues. I lived in Iowa for 12 years, so I almost became a redneck. Being a redneck is not that you have to be white. You don't have to be white to be a redneck. It's what you do that makes you a redneck. Like if your girlfriend and you have the same last name, that's fucking being. But just living in Iowa, I sometimes I forget that I'm hanging around with my white friends, and I don't realize there's some things that I shouldn't be doing as a black guy. See, but when I get in trouble with my white friends, that's when I realized being extra black, being come from Africa, comes with benefits. We got pulled over one time. I was in the car with 4 of my white friends, and it was January, really, really cold outside. We got pulled over, and the cops like, all you guys come out, get out of the car, get out of the car. So we got out of the car, and the cops like, you, come here, come with me. So I went over there. My friends were like, no, Gabe didn't do anything. Gabe didn't do anything. Gabe's going to go to jail. So like, shut the fuck up. So I went with the cop. The cop's like, just get in my car. It's too cold outside. Just get in there. Fuck this white guy. That's what I'm saying. Being black, it comes with benefits. I used to work at a grocery store in Iowa. And I was a cashier. And it was a really, really small town in Iowa. There's nobody else except white people and me. But as a cashier, people come really close to you. These old white people would come, especially old white women, they'd come really close to me. Like, oh my God, you're so black. Can I feel your skin? Like, yeah, go ahead, feel it. They'll feel it like, that's so smooth. Like, yeah, I know. I have something else that's very smooth. It's in my pants. You want to feel that too? Shit. But here's the thing though. My advice to you guys, especially my white people, when you go to Africa, there's some things that you need to know before you go over there. I was in Kenya. I went to safari one time. I was on my way back, and I ran into this couple at the airport, and they had their own chihuahua, a little dog, right? And I was talking to them, like, where are you guys going? I recognized them from America because of the way they talk. So I went up there talking to them, like, where are you guys going? They're like, hey, we're going to go to safari for a couple of days, and we'll come back. I'm like, okay. I just came back from safari. Then I saw in the bag there's a little bit of a chihuahua in there. And then I said, are you going to take your chihuahua to the safari? Like, yeah, we're going to take our dog to safari. Then I'm looking at them like, do you know safari is not a zoo? There's wild animals walking around. And some of these animals, they eat dogs. You still going to take your chihuahua with you? She's like, yeah, we'll take my chihuahua. I'm like, listen, lady, no matter what you do, don't take your dog for a walk. Because you and your dog will not come back alive. You will see all these animals. They just come really close. They will smell the dog, and you're going to get killed together with your dog. You guys want to hear about the first time I saw a white person? Yeah. I'm from a very undiverse area in Africa. Everybody looks just like me. So I never seen any white person until I was about 8 years old. And back then, we had like missionaries and people that were working for the government. Sometimes you would see like a random white person coming through. And then they discovered oil in 1980s, where I'm from. So they shipped over a bunch of Europeans to drill the oil. And my uncle was working with a company. So the policy was you have to hire the locals in order for you to drill the oil. So I was like, I'm going to see my uncle today. So I went over there. There was a white dude behind the tent, really tall white guy. I'm looking at him, I'm like, my God. He's got like body full of air, bunch of air. I'm like, this looks like an animal. This guy doesn't look like a person at all. And he was just standing there looking at me. He's got blue eyes, see? We kept an eye contact, looking at each other. I didn't want to move, and he didn't want to move. I didn't want to get closer to him. And then he started moving, like, holy shit, he's still alive. Like, they do really exist, huh? He's got blue eyes, see what I mean? So I went home that one night, I told my mom, like, Mom, I saw a white person today. He's got blue eyes, just like a dead fish. I never seen anybody with a blue eye before until I saw that dude. Like, the only thing that I would see with blue eyes is when the fish is dead, then the eyes turn blue. Then my grandma used to tell me, stay away from white people. They eat children. They barbecue kids. That's why they have blue eyes, because they take kids' eyes, they turn that into soup, then they drink it. Then their eyes turn blue. Like, shit. That stayed with me until I came to the U.S. And then I realized why people don't eat kids. So I called my grandma, like, Grandma, they don't eat children. I'm here right now going to school with them. And then, first time I touched a white person, it was 1989. I remember this, because I was at church. This white lady, super white, really, really white. So I saw her before the service. And then I made a promise, like, you guys, I'm going to touch a white person today. I told my friends. And I'm like, okay. Because the way we do it is, after this church service, everybody line up and say, have a good weekend, have a good week, I'll see you next Sunday. We shake hands and say goodbye to everybody. And the way we do it is the elders and the evangelists, they'll come out first and then everybody follow them. So I stay right by the door. I'm like, okay, as soon as she walks out, I'm going to follow her. I'm going to jump right outside. So she did. As soon as she left, I just jumped right back. And I grabbed her hand and looking at it. I wouldn't let go. She's like doing this. And I kept turning it around. You see my hands like lighter back here and darker back? But the lady's hand is the same color. So I'm looking at it, like, what the hell is wrong with it? Why is it all the same color? And I'm touching it. So I went home and called my mom, like, I touched a white woman today. And their hands are all the same. You can't even tell. It was like the inside of the palm of the back outside, all fucking the same. I accomplished my goals, see? It was a good time, though. That's when I realized, I need to get out of Africa. Because it's like you're small-minded. You're not exposed to all of this. Like television, we didn't have TV when I was a kid. It's all running around outside. And that here in America, you learn so much. But the thing is, American media is all scripted. They don't talk about all this stuff. They only tell you what they want you to hear. You go somewhere else, they know more about America, but you don't know more about other countries. Like people know about Barack Obama, but he's not even their president. But I don't even know who the president of Ecuador is. I know where it is, but I don't know who the president is. Because I grew up here. America is the greatest country in the world. We got big vaginas. But let's go back to the time, my experience in America. I hang around with my white friends a lot. And so back in college, I became a U.S. citizen in 2004. And my white friends like, Gabe, we're going to party tonight. We're all going to go out and celebrate because you're a U.S. citizen. Like, perfect. So we all went out. That one night, the next morning, I was supposed to go to work. So I called my boss. I'm like, hey, this is Gabe. I'm not coming to work today. Like, why? Are you okay? Like, yep, I'm an American now. You cannot deport me anymore. You fire me, I get another job. You fucked yourself. So I did whatever I want. And before I get out of stage, I want to share with you this idea that all the children in Africa are dying. You see the commercial, the UNICEF is always African kids, save the children, African children dying on television all the time. So I was at home the other night, just watching television, and then this commercial came on, the UNICEF commercial. So I'm looking at it, I was trying to ignore it, but then this little picture caught my eyes. So I'm looking at it, like, hey, that's me when I was 4 years old. This is bullshit, man, damn. So I picked up the phone, I called UNICEF, I'm like, hey, UNICEF, no, fuck you, man. This is Gabe. You guys can stop using my picture now. That's 29 years ago, goddammit. No, I'm not hungry anymore. I know where the food is. I just got out of a Chinese buffet. Like, no, my belly is not bloated anymore. But it's full of orange chicken, though. I'm like, do you know how to cook orange chicken? No, I don't know how to cook orange chicken. Mexicans know how to cook orange chicken. The Mexicans know how to cook. Every time you go to a Chinese buffet, is Mexican cooking? But they call it Chinese food. It's not Chinese food, it's Mexican food. Mexican can cook anything. The thing about Mexican, you can give them like a rock, they turn into a soup. Wonderful people. But a lot of time I forget that I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing when I'm with my white friends. And I'll give you one example. I was back in college. We went to a party. And you got shit-faced. That's what white people call it. You get shit-faced, We got drunk, and my friend came up to me and said, Gabe, listen, what are we going to do now? We're going to take one of those girls' cameras, take it to the bathroom, take a picture of penises, and put it back on the table. So, fuck y'all, let's do this. This is awesome. So we did that. As I was coming out of the bathroom, I realized I'm the only black guy at the party. There's no way I'm going to get away with this. That girl will know I have something to do with this picture. But she's going to go to white dick, white dick, white. Oh, damn, that's Gabe's dick. But that's a good dick, though. Yeah, you guys have been nice. My name is Gabe. I hope you enjoy the show. Have a good night.